You are watching. Pause. We pause for a second or two. How do we keep life coherent when so much is changing? This is episode 227, Breaking Decorum. There is this old Roman word, decorum. Decorum roughly means what is proper. What is proper to say? What is proper to do? And how it is proper to say and do it. By inference, decorum thus also means what is not proper to say, what is not proper to do, and how it is not proper to say or do it. And it would seem that every time, every specific moment in time has its own version of decorum. Now, as you are watching me doing this episode, you have expectations that are, so to speak, bound to this specific moment in time, or the specific moment when you are watching this. Could be further ahead. You have expectations of what is proper of me to say, to do, and how I am doing it. And if I were to break decorum, you would notice instantly. So if I would make something silly right now, like just putting my finger to my face and keep talking like this. A silly example, but instantaneously you can feel right now how I am breaking decorum. I am not expected to talk while poking my own face like this. So we are very sensitive to decorum. It is in the details, and there are many details going on all the time. About 5 years ago, we were all struck by COVID-19. Almost overnight, Decorum, what we expected out of each other in our social setting, almost overnight, much of Decorum was changed. So, almost from one day to the next, our ideas about apparel, wearing a face mask or not, our idea about proximity and social distancing, how close are we supposed to be, or how far away are we supposed to be from one another, and many other things were changed almost overnight. Decorum was broken and redefined in just a few days. And then a few years passed. And then when the sort of decorum of the COVID-19 time, it began to be sort of a bit slowly reevaluated. And our ideas about apparel and distancing and all kinds of routines, decorum routines, were again redefined. And then since then, these last 3 or so years after the COVID-19 time, decorum has changed. It has changed from here to there, and it would seem that we have not quite found any sustained decorum since. We are sort of still trying here and there, making some adjustments to decorum, breaking what we have built, building something new. And it's sort of in this constant process of renegotiation about what decorum is supposed to be. The emotional skill of today's episode is universal skill creativity. Our universal skills We have 5 of them. They are universal because they are applicable in every and any emotional situation. So creativity, universal skill creativity, is applicable at all times. We are always more or less creative. We are always more or less consciously making choices, making decisions, and sort of combining what we have, the raw materials that we have, into something. We are always creatively sort of making our life. And decorum is one such thing that we are creating. So then the question becomes, what sort of decorum do we wish to create? Do we want to create decorum as a group? Or do we want to make individual contributions to decorum? As you are watching this set, watching me sitting here, I have made all of these kinds of choices in decorum. You can see me always sitting in the same spot. You can always see my arm resting here. I have this cup of coffee. I always have a Polaroid, an emotional skill for every episode. The length of these videos are always roughly the same. At the beginning of each episode, I say the same words, the same wordings. I play the same song with this CD player. I say the same words as we are closing, and also play the same song at each close. And all of this is decorum. It is sort of like a social structure that you can depend on as you are watching this. And since the decorum I have created for pause for this show, then I can speak about quite a varied set of subjects. I can talk about many things within this structure of decorum. And that is very handy. So I would guess that pause, this show, is an example of an individual effort to create universal skill creativity, to create decorum, consistent decorum, in a time when decorum is constantly being broken and renegotiated. We like decorum. Decorum makes us feel safe. And when decorum is broken too often, too frequently, in too short of a span of time, we react badly to it. So I guess one thing that I want to do today is to, in a well-meaning way, challenge you to pause for a second or two and give some thought to what kind of decorum you appreciate. What do you appreciate being talked about? What do you appreciate not being talked about? What do you like when we do socially? And what do you not like when we do? And how do you like it being said and done? To give it some thought. Many times we do not give ourselves permission to use universal skill creativity as much as we could. Oftentimes we make ourselves smaller in the claims that we make, in the claims to decorum that we make or do not make. And going forward, could be that decorum that we make as a group, as a society, will keep being broken and renegotiated, going here and there. And if that would be the case, then it would be a good thing to have our own individual idea about how we like decorum to be. What kind of decorum would we want to have long term? That's it for today. Thank you.